Welcome to my North Knit Corner podcast. My name is Anne, and this is my little corner of the internet where I talk about my knitting. And I hope you want to join me today to talk a little bit about my summer knits. Today won't be like a normal podcast, but I want to share with you some of my previous summer knitting. I find it very inspirational when other people show their spring and summer knitting and what they have knitted in previous years, and I hope that maybe you can get some inspiration from some of the garments that I'm going to show today. I hope you have something good to drink and that you have your knitting or your crocheting, and yeah, you can find me on Instagram as my North Knit Corner, and I am on Ravelry as a Strikkekrokenpod, and I have a group for this podcast called my North Knit Corner podcast on Ravelry. So let's just get started. I have already filmed maybe 40 minutes and there were no sound on my recording, so that was a lot of fun. So I have to do this all over, so I hope this will go okay, even though I have to say the same things one more time. But I hope it will be okay. Yes. Anyway, let's get started. I have tried to find things that have patterns in English. So if you see something that you could be interested in knitting, there will be patterns available in English. The only thing that is not available in English is what I am wearing. And I think that's too bad because I really think this is so nice. And I was checking it on Ravelry today to see if maybe it was in English now. But sadly it isn't. But maybe in the future. It's called Kari Lace Tee, and it's designed by Mamma Laget. She's a Norwegian designer, but I think she lives in Germany, if I'm not wrong. At least she doesn't live in Norway. She lives, I think she lives in Germany. Yeah. Kari Lace Tee. I think this is so beautiful. I was so lucky I got to test knit this. I think it was last year. And it has such a beautiful lace detail on the shoulders. And also here has such a beautiful lace all around. I really enjoy knitting this. This is knitted in Viking bamboo. It's 50% cotton and 50% bamboo. It was okay yarn to knit with. The only thing which I experienced with a lot of cotton yarns is that it's really thready, so it splits when you knit with it, and it's kind of annoying, but it is okay. I mean, it turns out okay in the end for the most part, but it is annoying that it is so splitty. But I guess it's the nature of the cotton. Yeah. But I really love this this pattern and the lace. If I'm going to knit it again, which I hope I will someday, I want to knit this stockinette part a little bit shorter, maybe just right under here, so I get the lace part just under here, and maybe a little bit shorter on the lace, so maybe have this a little bit higher up. But apart from that, I'm really happy with it. I think this was one of the first summer knits that I knitted in cotton, or a cotton blend. So I wasn't so familiar with the when you were changing your yarn, or you had to change from one ball to another, that you should change maybe under the arms or something, so you didn't have to weave in ends like in front. So I have had to weave in some ends in the front, and it's really visible. So that's a real that's annoying. Of course, I should have thought of that, but I didn't. So today when I took this on, that really annoyed me. So I actually fixed something in front here today and made it a bit nicer. Because I have actually learned something this from last year. So that's good. But yeah, but except from that, I'm really happy with this. And I really hope I can get to knit another one. But my list for this year is really long with summer knits, so maybe next summer. But I really love it. So of course we have to start with the PetiteKnit. I have knitted a couple of Sunday tees. I have knitted two. The first one is knitted in Knitting for Olive in their cotton merino, which is 70% cotton, 30% merino yarn. And this has to be my favorite summer yarn, I think, even though I have only knitted with it once. But I really enjoyed knitting in this yarn. So airy, and it's so light, and it's like really like breathable, if I can say that. So I don't think you get really, or it's perfect for a warm day, because it's so, how can I say this? Yeah, it breathes in a way. So it's so perfect for warm days. Really love this one. So I'm going to use this a lot this summer when we go on vacation. Yeah. And I have also knitted one in another yarn, which is Sandnes Mandarin Petite, which is 100% cotton. And I can really, it's a really big difference between these two. This is so much heavier than this. You should have felt the difference. This is so light and this is heavy. But this is still a great garment. I really love this one too, but it doesn't have the same like airiness. And it's not fun. It's not when it's like 30 degrees outside. Not at all. But it's really nice. Yeah. So they are knitted in really small needles, because I am a loose knitter, as we all know. So I knitted this on size 2 and 2.5 millimeter needles. So I guess that's a US 0 and a US 1.5, something like that. So really small needles. So that took me a lot of time. But I am very happy with the result, and I really do love both of these. And I have to say, Sandnes Mandarin Petite, when I talk about cotton yarns, that's one of my favorites. It's not like splitty like the other yarns I have. Like like I said, with the Viking bamboo, and not like Dropspell as well, Sandnes Line. They are all really splitty, but not Sandnes Mandarin Petite. So I really enjoy knitting with that yarn. I haven't used this so much, even though I think it's really nice, because it's white. So when you have small children, you know, and they eat ice cream and chocolate ice cream with strawberry sauce, you don't have a white t-shirt on. No, but maybe now when the youngest is 6 years old now, so maybe I can wear it this summer. Yes. And I have one more PetiteKnit, or I have a couple more, but I have the Ankers, which is loved by so many people out there. And I like Ankers, I do, but I don't love it. I have knitted a lot of the Ankers pattern. I have knitted a couple of Ankers sweaters for my youngest son. I've knitted Ankers sweater for my husband. I've knitted Ankers sweater for myself, and I have knitted this Ankers tee for myself. So I have knitted it, and I do like it, but I don't love it like many people do. I don't, but it's okay. I do really enjoy it to knit Sunday then. So we are all different, and that's good. This is knitted in Dropspell, which is 53% cotton and 33% viscose and 14% linen. I haven't used this so much because I find it really stiff. Many people love Dropspell, but and especially Norwegian podcasters, I've noticed. But I don't know. I find it really stiff. Maybe it's the way I washed it. I don't know. If you have any experience with Dropspells, please tell me. I really experienced it like really stiff, and so I haven't used it so much. I have used it, but it's not what I take out of my closet first, because I don't know. I don't know if it's so much to say about it. I unfortunately doesn't know the colorway or any numbers of the colors. That is the same for a lot of these garments, because I knitted these before I had Ravelry and before I used Instagram a lot, so I haven't noted colorways and stuff like that, so I'm sorry. But this is blue. Yeah, so that's the Ankers. Then I have a couple of tops that are knitted in mohair, so maybe they are not for the middle of summer, but they are nice now in the spring and for the colder summer nights. This is the Puff Tee by Knitting for Olive, and I think maybe I have had this on in one of my episodes. I really love this one, and as soon as they released their pattern, I had to knit this. I think this is so beautiful. It's so classic and elegant, and I love the puffy sleeves. I think they are so nice. And this is knitted in Drops Kid Silk, which is 75% mohair and 25% silk. And I think it's knitted with 2 strands of the Drops Kid Silk. I believe so. Yeah. And like I said, I can't wear this on the warmest of days, but now, today, it's raining and it's cold, so it's perfect for like a day like this or like a cold summer evening. It's really nice. But it's warm. Even though it's short-sleeved, it's nice and warm. So it's perfect for fall as well. And I think this is very nice with high-waisted jeans or with a nice skirt. Yeah, I really love it. I think maybe I misunderstood something when I knitted the arms on this. So I did some changes to the sleeve. And because I didn't get the poof I wanted, and it was like wide. It didn't go in, so I didn't like get the poof. It was really wide, so I had to do a lot of increases to get the poof that I wanted. I might have just misunderstood the pattern or something, but I did some decreases, and just in the end I was really happy with the result, so it doesn't really matter. And I think and it looked like the picture when I was done, so I was happy. And I'm sure it's just me who made some mistake and didn't understand it, and yeah, probably. But I really love it. The next one is actually like should I say leftover garment. I had some yarn left over after I knitted Avos sweater, I believe it's called, by PetiteKnit. It's the sweater where it's a lot of different stripes in different colors, or different stripes. It's stripes in different colors. And I also believe you can knit it in like a dress. I think it's called Avos. And I had a lot of leftovers in Sunny Sunday and in different mohairs, and yeah. So I wanted to use up some scraps. So it's like a really scrappy sweater or a tee. So I found a free pattern on Filcolana. They have a lot of free patterns there, great patterns. Filcolana.dk, I believe it is. And the pattern is called Kastellet. So I just started to knit, and I did use different stripes in different colors. And the pattern it's supposed to be eyelets on the yoke, and I started to knit them, but it didn't turn out really good. I think maybe because I used different colors, because the original had only one color. I think it's a really nice yellow on the picture in the pattern. It's really beautiful, and it is really beautiful with the eyelet yoke. But it wasn't nice when I changed the color, so I ripped back and started again, and I used the pattern, but I omit the eyelets, and I was really pleased with the result. And I think maybe I had this on in an episode as well. Yeah, so I am so happy with this scrappy sweater. Really fun to knit this one. And it's just Sunday Sunday together with a strand of mohair. The mohair is something is knitting for olive, something is drops, something is sunnes. Yeah, it's all different. And I still have a lot of Sunday Sunday, and I have a lot of mohair scraps, so maybe there will be another one at one point. We will see. My knitting list is so long, so who knows. But hopefully we have a long life to knit a lot of things, so that's good. Yes. So I have one more from PetiteKnit, or designed by PetiteKnit. It's the Cumulus tee. I just finished Cumulus tee, which I showed in the last episode. The one that I knitted in the yak and mulberry silk, which I love. And I'm not going to show you that one today, but I have knitted one before, and that was one in Tropspell, the yarn that I told you I don't like. Yeah, so that's this one, a white one, which hasn't been used so much. And it's heavy. It's really heavy. And yeah, it's okay. It's the same as the Ankers. It's stiff. It's not soft and nice. It's really stiff and it's heavy. I don't like this fabric that the Tropspell gives. Maybe it's the needles that I'm knitting on that maybe I should change the size of the needles, because like I say, I have to knit on very small needles because I'm a loose knitter. So this I knitted this a few times before I got the right gauge, because of course I didn't do a gauge swatch. That was before I don't always do that now either, but I've been better. I have been better. But still I struggle, I do. But I did do this a few times before getting gauge, and I have to go down to a really small needle size. So this was also knitted on 2mm needles, and that is like 0 US. It's so small. But so I don't know if that has something to do with the fabric. I don't know. Anyway, tangent. Yes, I like the Cumulus. I love the look of it. I think it's great with the V-neck, and I was really happy with that. I think the fit is great with this one, and but this is also too thick for like the warmest days. So in the evening maybe. But I'm not the type of person who change clothes from the day to the evening. I would rather have a cardigan to put on. So I don't know. Yeah. I had a bit of an issue with this one. When I made it, I put it in the washing machine, which I do with most of my knits. I don't, what I often do is I soak them and I put it on in the spin dryer. I don't think I did. Maybe I did wash this. I think I did. Maybe I did put this on in the washing machine on a washing program. This was so long ago. But anyway, the point was, I washed it with a black sock. I didn't know the sock was in there. And I got the biggest black mark on this white t-shirt or Cumulus, and I was so sad because I've knitted so long on this on 2mm needles, and you know, when you're done with it and you've used so much time and effort, energy, and you see a big black mark on your garment, you get, oh. But luckily some stain removal that saved the day. So yeah, anyways, it hasn't been used all that much, but maybe. But anyway, the Cumulus tee is so nice. So in another, like the Cumulus tee I just knitted, that is going to be so much used in the yak and mulberry silk, because that's so airy and it's so light. That is going to be so much used. So I love the pattern. I love the, yeah. And this is nice too. It's just a different use. Or, yeah. Yes. I hope you are still here with me. That was all of PetiteKnit. I have a few from a Norwegian designer called Witre Design. She has translated most of her patterns to English now, so that's great. I realized that her patterns are not so size inclusive when I saw at her patterns today, which is not all that great. Maybe it's because it's translated to English. I don't know. Yeah, but she has some of her patterns up to like 3XL, but I think maybe in the future there will be more, but because I think maybe it's recent that she has translated her patterns. I am not 100% sure, but I do really enjoy her designs. I have a book. I have a book from her that I got for Christmas a couple of years ago. I think maybe it's in English as well. It's called A Knitter's Year, and it goes through all the, it goes to from fall, winter, spring and summer, and she has like knits from all these seasons, which is great. And I have knitted a lot of the summer knits, so I can start with my favorite from her book. And her designs is also on her webpage, Witre Design, and I will put her web or link to her web page below. This is called the Breezy Summer top, and this is it. It's kind of a boxy t-shirt, and I do really love this one. And it's longer in the back, and it has a split. And this was knitted on big needles. I can't remember, but I knitted this in just a couple of days. It was a really fast knit. And I knitted this in Rauma Petunia, which is 100% cotton. Rauma is a Norwegian yarn brand. Yeah. The colorway name is Wild Honey, which is why I chose the color, because I love the colorway name, Wild Honey, and the colorway number is 319. Yeah, and it seems like it is a really thick yarn, but actually this is, since it's knitted on thick needles, it is really airy and light. So I really love this, and I used it a lot, and I really love it. I said that, I love it. Yes. And the next one is also really a great pattern. It's cropped Western tee, and all of this is Witre Design. This is knitted in Dale Lerche, and it's 52% merino and 48% cotton. And this is just a classic t-shirt. So it's really great. Cropped Western tee. Yeah, it's not too much to say, but it's really nice. And here I see I've been really bad at weaving in ends. Not good. Yeah, nothing to do with that. So this was before I learned to put or switch the yarn under my arms. Okay, I'm finding a needle here, because how do you do that? Do you have any tips? Because I have that problem with cotton yarns, that the ends sticks out in front of the, that's really annoying. I never see that when I have like wool, when I knit with wool, the ends keep on the inside, but on the cotton or plant-based yarns, they always stick out. It's so annoying. I fixed it. Yeah, anyways, this is a really great pattern for if you want a simple t-shirt. Only thing I didn't really like with this was that it was a really wide neck, or a wide opening for the neck, and I'm not a fan of that really. I want it a bit more into my neck, but it's okay. I can live with it. I could maybe have knitted a size down, but you live and you learn. Yes, the next one is a northwest top, and it's Rauma Petunia, which is the 100% cotton yarn. She has, I think maybe she had like a collaboration with Rauma, because a lot of her pattern suggests Rauma yarn, and a lot of the Rauma Petunia and Pelana yarn. So I have used that for many of her patterns actually, because it's really affordable yarn, and I think it was very nice to knit with as well. So yeah, so this is the northwest top in the colorway 318, and it's pink. This is just so easy, like singlet. It was a fast knit, just easy. Nothing fancy about it. You see that it's been in my closet. It's really wrinkly, and yeah. So I think maybe they need a steam or something before I take and start to use them again. And I'm really like, how can I put this? self-conscious maybe when I use things like singlets and stuff, but I think this is okay. Covers me like I want to. And maybe I took it a bit high on my, that's okay. Okay. That's good when you knit things yourself. You can adjust it like you want. So that's what I did. Yeah. So another great pattern. And she has several singlet patterns that I could really where I could oh, today my head is thinking Norwegian, trying to put it out in English, and that's not always so easy. Yeah, she has other singlets that I really would like to knit, but again, it's the long list that never gets shorter, so we'll see. Yeah. I have one more from Witre Design, which is also a great, like a basic t-shirt. And it's not the one for the warmest days either, but it's perfect, like a t-shirt all around, all year around. And it's the Collett tee. It's from Ravelry. No, it's not from. Okay, my head is really not with me today. I'm sorry about that. It's the design is Witre Design. The yarn is Ravelry. And Ravelry is 50% cotton, 50% merino. Yes. And this is Collett tee. And I really like this. Yeah. It's a little bit high in the neck, but I really like this one. Yeah. This is one of the patterns that I was looking at when I was trying to find out how size inclusive she was in her patterns. And I found out this is for up to 3XL. And it says that it's 125 centimeters bust circumference for 3XL, and that this is supposed to have a negative ease of 5 to 8 centimeters. I don't think that's very much, like 125 centimeters. When I think about that, I have a bust of 95 centimeters. I don't think that's very, it could be better. But hopefully maybe in the future it will be, she will have more sizes. I hope so. I know that there's a lot of things that make it hard to size up. You have to have people testing the different sizes and everything. So yeah, but I hope that they can be bigger, because this is a very nice pattern, and it would be great that it could be in several sizes and for all of the sizes. Yes. Okay, I have one more, and then it will be enough summer tops for today. The last one is Summer Ella. I'm sure maybe you've seen it before. It's by Lene or Lene Holme Samsøe. This is a very beautiful pattern that many people have knitted. And I really love the lace on this one. This is knitted in Line, which is 53% cotton and 33% viscose and 14% linen. And it's the same content as Drop Spell, so but I don't know, it's supposed to be exactly the same as Drop Spell, but somehow I feel that Line this doesn't feel as stiff as Drop Spell. Maybe it's just in my mind, but I feel Line is a little bit better. It still is thready, like I talked about. It still splits when you knit with it and everything, but I like Line better than Drop Spell. This is in the colorway Straw Yellow, and I'm really in love with this pattern. It was a lot of fun to knit the lace, and I want more of this one too. Yeah, one day maybe. Yeah. Is there much to say? Knit Summer Ella. Don't think so. It's just a really nice pattern. Yeah, I think that's all my the summer tops that I wanted to show you. And yeah, I hope you have got some inspiration, that it wasn't too boring. I have one more if you have time. Totally forgot. I have one more. This is the bubble sleeve blouse. This is by a Norwegian designer called Ruth. This is a pattern in English as well. It's on Ravelry. And I really love this one. I love the big poofy sleeves. This is a little bit outside my comfort zone with this big poofy sleeves, but at the same time I really love it. It's I just have to see, I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere. I've knitted this as well in Rauma Petunia. It's 100% cotton in the colorway Old Pink, the number 227. Like I said, it's a little bit outside my comfort zone, but at the same time I think it's really nice. It's beautiful together with the skirt, and I haven't used it too much, but I want to try to use it more. And when I use it, I get a lot of compliments for it, so I have to be braver in my and use it more. But I do really love it, and I can really recommend it. And she has more versions with bubble, or more in the series of the bubble sleeve, not only blouse but other. Yeah, she has other patterns out there which are great, so really recommend you take a look at Ruth. And she has her patterns in English as well. Yeah. But now it's enough. So that was some of my summer tops. I have a lot of summer knits planned, and I have some of my needles. Yeah, but you will see them in future episodes. Yeah. So a little live talk maybe, if you're interested. Last week there was the Constitution Day here in Norway on the May 17th. So we got all dressed up in our, or I have like my national folk costume. I think we're calling it in English. And we have big parades, like the kids go together with their schools in a parade, and school marching band is out playing, and there are games, and there are speeches, and fireworks. We eat hot dogs, and we eat ice cream, and we go people go out and have fun. So we watched kids go in the school parade, and that was fun. The youngest one went in his first school parade with his class, so that was very nice to watch him. The oldest one, he was carrying a big Norwegian flag in the flag parade, so that was very nice. And we went to the local cafe because it was open, so we were there and had ice cream and just enjoyed ourselves. And later in the day, I was playing in we have like a big parade where there are different organizations that go in a big parade, like the football team and karate team, and even the knitting store had a cool car with like a doll on the roof with the knitting sweater on, wool sweater. It was so cool. And different organizations that goes in that parade, and I played with the school marching band in that parade, so that was a lot of fun. And after that, me and the kids didn't want to go and see that, so they stayed home. And me and my husband went to the cafe afterwards and had more coffee and more ice cream. So that was great. And in the evening, we just stayed home, and I knitted. My feet hurt so much because I don't have the most comfy shoes for my national folk costume. So my feet hurt so much, so just sitting here and knitting and watching podcasts was just perfect end of that day. And then we saw the fireworks just from our window upstairs. Perfect. So it was a nice day. And nothing else really happens here. We're just all waiting for the summer vacation to start. It's only 3 weeks now to school's out, and that's really all the kids are waiting for for school to be done. And actually the school's really almost over, it feels like, because not much is happening. They have many days off in between now. So it's really just, it's lazy days really, so that's good. We're looking forward to some vacation, to travel. We're going traveling, and we're really looking forward to that. Yes, I think that's it. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the content today. I so appreciate all of you. It's so nice that we can share this passion for knitting and for fiber and yarn, and that means so much to me. And I just love to watch all the other podcasts and love to watch all the knitting content on Instagram and get all the inspiration. And yeah, I just really love the knitting community, and it means so much to me, really. I so appreciate all of you knitting friends out in the world. So I feel the love. I hope you all are doing good wherever you are in the world, even if it's summer or winter, fall, whatever, and that you are good, and that you can knit and enjoy the project that you are working on. And I hope to see you soon for a more normal knitting podcast next time. So take care and see you soon. Bye!